Hi, I'm Steve Dudash, IHT Wealth Management. Welcome to this week's Wealthcast. All right, I normally don't do I do these like at the end of the week, but now I'm doing this one on Monday because the market got crushed today. And I just think it's important for us all to hear some of these things that I'm going to go through. Because what you're going to find out, I don't want you guys making a mistake. The biggest thing that can happen right now is people overreact, get emotional, and make mistakes. The biggest thing I can do is convey to you that it's going to be okay, which you've heard me say before. But I want to stress some points. One, if you're like most people who have a middle-of-the-road portfolio, half stocks and half bonds, the TV will tell you about how bad the stock market was today. And it was. It was a very, very bad day. They won't tell you that your bonds probably had one of the best days that they've had in years. The bond market in the last few weeks has gone through the roof because interest rates have dropped so much. So your portfolio that's half bonds, your bonds have been killing it in the last few weeks. Now, it's still down because the stock market's been down a lot, but your bonds have way mitigated some of those losses that most people don't realize, and the TV certainly doesn't talk about. I want you guys to be aware of that. Two, oil. People are talking about the big thing today is oil got cut by 20%. Prices of oil went down 20%. And people are saying how terrible it is. I fully disagree with that. Unless you're an energy company, and then today was bad for oil. The rest of us, the rest of the people out there, the businesses, the individuals, oil is a tax. Energy costs are a tax. Heating costs is a tax. Transportation costs are a tax on businesses, on profitability. And we just got a 20% break on those costs. That is, in general, again, unless you own an energy company, a good thing for the economy. It makes it cheaper for our businesses to run. That is not a negative. Let them pump out as much oil as they want. Bring down prices. Great for all of our businesses. And the virus thing. Listen, I get it. It's terrible. Thousands of people died. Reality is thousands more people are going to die. It's bad. However, come on, guys. It's not the end of the world like a lot of the news is making it sound like. 50,000 people in America have died from the normal flu. Are there daily reports of that? No. 3,000 people in the world have died from this virus. Again, that's a big number. But put a little perspective on this. Get a little bit past the emotional stage and try to take it with a grain of salt. A lot of people have been buying into this. Your bonds are through the roof right now. Take those gains and put it into the things that are getting crushed. Do you really believe that Google or Alphabet or whatever they call them since not, do you really believe that Google is going out of business because of oil prices and because of this virus? Yet it's down 20%. It's actually down more than that right now. That's pretty cheap price, especially if you take a bunch of those fake gains because the bonds are fake gains. Interest rates are so drastically low. Never been this low before, ever in the history of interest rates in America, ever. Then they can't go much lower. We're almost at zero. Those gains are artificial. Bonds on average are up like 14% last year. Bonds have no right being up 14%. Ever up 14%, unless it's the 80s. Take those gains, buy into the things that are down. These are the little things that we can help you with. Don't freak out and sell your stocks. It's the biggest single mistake anyone could do right now. I'm not saying that the virus is going to be gone tomorrow, and I'm not going to say that everything's going to be roses, but I am going to say it is going to get better. And so you should be taking advantage of this, selling some of your big gains in your bonds, buying into the market when it's down. The more it makes your stomach hurt to buy in, that's when you want to do it. We had a lot of people call in today and buy. There's no doubt about that. My guess is most of them will look back and be very happy one day that they did that. Very happy. So I know I'm repeating myself on this, but I want to make this really clear to everyone out there. This is when people make mistakes. Don't be them. This is when people take advantage of other people's emotional mistakes. Be them. Take advantage of it. Or worst case, just don't open your statements anymore and throw it out the window. But if you got cash, it's a good time. If you got a bunch of bonds, they're up a lot. This is a good time. And I gotta just stress it. We're all going to look back and realize that there's been a lot of overreactions to things that are going on right now. So don't get hung up on what the news are talking about to the degree that they're saying the stories. I guess that's the biggest stressor there. So call me. I know I always say this at the end of the video. Call me, email me, all that. I'm being serious. Call me before you do anything. If you have any questions, call or email myself or my team here. We'll take care of you. I promise. Besides that, have a nice week. It's going to get better, I promise. And we'll talk. We'll talk next week. Take care.